help him and
give you peace.
Hopefully change his life while he's going to be away for a while. And yeah, may he give you guys peace during this rough time, because man, that's unbelievable. I mean, one of the things that the K104 was saying this morning was the fact that there was a fight video that was released and went viral. They were saying that there were so many kids that had commented that are not even from this area in DeSoto, they're not even from Texas, kids from Chicago, kids from other areas that are a lot worse than what DeSoto is. They have a different mindset, a different mentality. They were making comments, and that they had influenced, one way or the other. Because you know what? He's a young guy. And if you got these thugs that are commenting, on the fight, oh, you got your butt whooped, this and that, you soft, you need to go kill him now. You can't let him do you like that. You know what I mean? That, I don't care what anybody says, bro.
I'll tell you this.
That could change a lot of things.
I'll tell you this. I remember being 16, 17, getting my ass handed to me on a basketball court in Kissimmee, Florida. Bruh. I remember, and this is like when social media was still in its early days.
MySpace.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't even post that shit on MySpace, bro. Like, cyberbullying wasn't a thing back then. Mm-hmm. But I remember my boys, they're like, we're about to kill this fool. Right? And I'm over here like, it's like that? Bro, I was like 16. Like, a homeboy whooped my ass fair and square. Like, we squared up. He beat my ass. Like, I got clipped. I fell on the floor. That's why I started doing jiu-jitsu. Because I got clipped. As soon as I tried to get up, I got clipped again. And I didn't know what the hell to do once my back hit the floor. That's why I started doing MMA. That's why I started training jiu-jitsu. Because, like, yeah, I can box. I did karate growing up. Yeah, I can fight. But I learned a valuable lesson that day. And it had nothing to do with the guy. The guy beat my ass. I was talking shit, too. Like, we were playing basketball. You know how it gets back home.
Yeah, bro.
You shit gets heated. You talk about somebody's mama. Somebody gets offended. You throw a basketball at each other. You square up. You settle your beef.
Yeah. You live to fight another day.
Right? And we both had friends. I know I had a buddy of mine that was ready to smoke that fool. And I told him, no, man, I got myself into it. I'll be fine. If we fight again, we fight again. And it is what it is. But the fact that this fool, these kids, man, they can't let it go. Can't let it go. You got your ass whipped, and you can't live with the fact that another human being beat you.
The parents did something wrong, bro. Whenever you got them in,
that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with the mom.
It's a sore loser mentality. It's you get everything in your life. You get everything that you want. And you've never had a bad situation happen to you.
It's the lack of a father figure.
Imagine
it has nothing. To me, a lot of this country would benefit if the less off communities, and I'm not just talking about the black community. I'm not just talking about I'm talking about every community that's under the poverty line has one thing in common: the lack of a father figure in their lives for these children.
Yeah.
If me and you, I think we both acknowledge this. While we might not be rich, we might not be where we want to be in life yet, we have the biggest advantage than a lot of people have, is that our fathers were in our lives.
Hard workers, too.
Our fathers were in our lives, and I tell you this, if it wasn't for my father, after I got my ass whipped, talking to me and be like, you know what, because you deserved it. You go get it back if it happens again. Go get it back if it happens again. Don't go get it back to get it back, because then it's a cycle that never ends. Let it go. Move on. Fight another one another day. And trust me, I was one of those kids. I used to fight a lot. I was getting in fights outside of the bus stop all the fucking time. Like, that was me. Like, I was a hothead. And one day when I got my ass, really got my ass whooped. I mean, I had a black eye, got split open. That was a bad one. My dad said, mijo, let it go. Let it go. You learned a lesson here. You learned a lesson.
Yeah.
It was like, pero para la próxima vez, aprende. And you learn. You learn about human behavior. There's just certain guys you don't fuck with. Not because you're scared of them. It has nothing to do with fear.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm not saying it's to boast or brag, but I never lost a fight, and I can call these guys out by name if I got them on Facebook. I'm not gonna do that to you, but I never learned that lesson by losing. But boxing and football really taught me when you get hit, that's the point. This is the game, right? You get hit, you roll the punches. And bro, when I first started boxing when I was 17, I used to spar with Moises, and he went off to be a professional boxer. I mean, this man would always have the advantage on me because he knew what got me mad, bro. And his father, he would every time I would get mad, he would make me take off the gloves. He'd go sit down. You're not ready. Go sit down. Until I learned, bro. You gotta relax, bro.
Yeah, man.
You gotta relax.
I mean, and I do jiu-jitsu. I get my ass beat. Like, I'm humble. I understand. Yeah. It has nothing to do with fear. I don't fear another human being, but I understand that there are human beings that can do mean things to me. Has nothing to do with fear. It's my understanding. It's like not everybody's created the same. Some people are skilled. Some people are powerful. Some people are smarter. Some people
are bigger.
Are better at art.
Yeah.
Does that make them any less than me? No, but it just means they're better at me than me in this thing.
Exactly, not one thing. Yep.
And sometimes some people, especially when you come from the neighborhoods we came from, some kids just know how to pull the trigger a lot better than you do.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about a gun. I'm talking about they just know how to find that chin better than you do. You don't know. You don't know. And unless you've been in an altercation like that, you learn quick. And to me, fighting as a kid, where it's still fairly consequence-free, when I'm talking about legal consequence, right? It should be a learning opportunity. It shouldn't necessarily be a life-threatening opportunity. So these two kids get in a fight, bringing it back home, right? One kid got his ass whooped. The other kid walked away. What it should have been like, and it's sad that it wasn't, was you just got beat. You good, homie. We good. Beef over. Cool. We done.
You run it again. We can run it back.
We can run it back. We're done. That's it. Or you talk smack. I whooped your ass. We're done. Or you whoop my ass. We done. Ya se terminó. Walk away. People gonna talk. But here's the difference is, and you know how it is, you get in a fight in school, regardless of who wins, nobody fucking with you no more.
Yeah.
Nobody fucking with you. Win, lose, or draw. You stood up for yourself says more about your character than it does to pull out a gun and smoke a fool.
No. Not everybody can fight, bro. Everybody can pull a trigger. Not everybody know how to fight.
Darling. I mean, look, man, and this is why I tell people, man, when I train jiu-jitsu. I love the sport, but what I love about it is when the motherfuckers that come through the door that think they can fucking fight, then they learn, oh, I don't know shit. They don't come back. They weed themselves out. The door is the filter. The mat is the filter. You know the guys that are fighters up here, they might not have the skill, but they're fighters up in the head. They're that mentality that's like, oh, I'm just not going to quit. I'm sorry, one of my favorite quotes of all time is by Babe Ruth. You can't beat a man who doesn't quit.
Yeah.
And that lesson is lost amongst the young people in our generation. And I include our generation because millennials are fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And I'm not, and I'm sorry to say it, but I've done some stupid shit, but seeing what happens online and what's considered a role model now, it's sad, dude. It's
Lil Pump, tattoos in the face, dreads. Like, people used to do that because it meant something, right?
Oh, yeah?
And you were part of a certain association or of a certain something.
I remember growing up, the kids that had dreads, at least in my neighborhood, were the ones that wanted to be like the Nazarenes or Rastafarians.
I was going to say, I know the Nazarenes. You grew up with them?
dude.
The Israelites.
Yeah, the black Israelites. Like I'm dead. I'm
They're
dead
crazy,
ass,
bro. I love their their conviction. You know,
bro. I respect it because it's like there was a reason for growing your hair.
Yeah,
there was a reason for not cutting your locks. Now it's all I want to have it for having it. I want to have a tattoo for having a tattoo. And now I have tattoos, but I'm not tatted up like head to toe.
Everyone had a meaning, yeah.
You know, and I don't know, man. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I think of I don't know. I feel like I don't belong sometimes, but it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
Other current events.
It was a crazy thing what I heard this morning, and man, just rest in peace to the kid. But
bro, prayers to your family, prayers to the family of the accused or the alleged accused. For real, really praying for you guys. WWE's in a little bit of hot water, bro.
WWE
WWE's in a little bit of hot water.
Can you make that fast? Can we talk about this fast, please?
No, well, it has really nothing to do with the event, but everything to do with the country in which the event is being held. So the WWE is doing a pay-per-view, whatever. I've talked about this before. I'm not going to explain it again.
In Saudi Arabia?
In Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
Now, you know Saudi Arabia is a Muslim country.
Right.
And the scandal is in the wrestling world, and it's actually hit Fox News today because of big. 3 of the top performers are banned from the country.
Why?
Because of their family ethnicity.
What's their ethnicity?
So Sami Zayn, I think he's Turkish, or his family's Turkish. The guy's actually from Quebec, Canada. So the guy was born in Canada, but his family has Turkish roots.
Okay.
And I guess Saudi Arabia has issues with Turkey.
Right.
So they're banning him.
So you're saying that if this was to happen in the United States, and if one of the guys were, let's say, Mexican, oh my God, that would be a big deal.
Bro, tell me about it. And then, another thing. None of the female performers or wrestlers are allowed in the country.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not.
Wow.
I'm not. And the third is a Dutch performer named Aleister Black. He has a massive tattoo of Lilith, which is Lilith, long story short, mythical character in the Quran that's known to be one of the first fallen angels. All right? But he has a tattoo of Lilith on his back. And because of that tattoo, he is banned from the country. So the whole women's roster, these 2 male performers are banned from coming to perform in that event. Now, mind you,
these guys deliberately took their time
to handpick this.
Wow.
Like, look, I know you're not a fan of WWE, but that's not fair to the performers.
No, it's not, dude.
I mean, to me, right, it's also fucked up from the WWE to allow this event to go forward, claiming women's evolution, claiming diversity, claiming all this other stuff, yet going to a country
where they're still in the Stone Ages.
In the Stone Age, and all because of the almighty dollar. Because with this pay-per-view alone, they paid more money than they would have made selling out Dallas Stadium.
Jeez. Yeah, bro.
I mean, say what you want. Yeah, it's fake, but why?
Well, that's real. What just happened?
I mean, why is the WWE with their PR machine claiming, female revolution in the WWE industry, in the industry, this, that, and the other, yet they allow a country, their vice or whatever of sports entertainment, whatever they freaking call it over there, to dictate what's going on. I don't think that's right. I think that's fucked up. I think that's why the WWE is losing ratings. I think that's why they're losing support. And their competition, let it be Ring of Honor, New Japan, and this new company, AEW, is fixing to take over because of shit like this.
Yeah, when you have to go to Saudi Arabia to get money, come on, bro. Trash.
Trying to tell you. So we're coming to a close. You know what that